Hello, Sharif here. And I want to talk to you about a new video series that I've put together, I'm putting together, and I'm getting kind of excited about it because it's a departure from some of the things that I've done before. The name for it is Criticality. And what I'm going to be doing is taking some ideas or concepts that are right now bouncing their way around the internet, things that people don't really think about or think about as deeply as they could and as deeply as they should. Um, and so um, to to look at it from the perspective from a common way perspective, to look at it from a what does inclusivity mean perspective. Um, I could keep talking about what this is going to look like, but I could actually just do one really quickly for you. And then you can see what I'm talking about in terms of looking at something with a critical eye, but also looking at it with a common way eye. So this is uh, a short that appeared on YouTube just a few days ago. Well, I just saw it a few days ago, and I want to show you a little tiny bit of this clip. So let me go to it like this, and here's the clip.
Turbines don't last forever. The metal towers can be recycled normally, but the blades cannot. So, if wind energy creates so much waste, should the world use less of it?
Okay, that was a snippet of a larger, a few more minutes of talk about wind turbines and talking about the blades being an recyclable waste. And when I heard that this brand new technology creates unrecyclable waste, my first thought was, who approved of this? Who approved of something that we said that we um, wanted and needed as badly as we do, and that this is supposed to be saving us from a negative future, and it's not recyclable. If we actually had leaders in our society, those leaders should have just gone back to the wind industry and said, "Well, you've got half the job done. Get the other half. Get when like William McDonough talks about in terms of cradle to cradle thinking, um, that you think about the entire life cycle of something. You don't think about, oh, I just want to think about this part of it, and somebody else will deal with the rest of it. Maybe one of these days. Let's look at this a little bit closer. So let me get my perspective back here.
Well, basically, every form of energy leaves waste behind,
No, it doesn't.
including burning fossil fuels, which creates billions of tons of planet warming CO2 every year.
Okay, again, think about this for more than a second or so. There are lots of energy producing aspects to our society that don't create tons and tons of waste. This is, I don't mean to, I don't mean to overstate the point, but 40 miles down the road that way, okay, is the Bonneville hydroelectric dam. And it's been chugging away for Well, for decades and decades, as long as I've been here, and a lot longer than that. I think it's the 40s or 50s they created it, and it doesn't generate waste. It doesn't. Of course, there's they have to take the trash out, etc. But we're not talking about generating tons and tons of waste from hydroelectricity. Um, when I was working with my friends at Brighton Bush Hot Springs, they generated most of their electricity by hydropower. They generated most of their heat by geothermal. I remember being in the cabins, and when it got too hot in the cabin, you had to open the windows in the middle of the winter because it generated so much heat with no waste. Waste is a breaker concept. If they say, "Oh, you have to have waste," all of our systems have to have waste. Um, they are not. That is not the truth, or it is a truth from a breaker perspective, and the truth from that breaker perspective is something that we are going to have to change. This is the change in consciousness that I'm talking about. The people who believe that you have to have waste are running the show right now. We are going to come and run it in a different way, and just say to them, it's it the you can make those wind turbine blades out of bamboo. Now, DuPont won't make billions of dollars out of selling bamboo. Nobody makes billions of dollars selling bamboo. You can your wealth can grow out of the ground, and bamboo is definitely recyclable. So let me do this. So this is I started getting into that, but this is the idea behind criticality, to take concepts like this, and rather than just kind of open wide shovel in what's being fed to us, to look at it with a critical eye, to look at it with a through the lenses that will give us a different way of looking at the world. So I've selected 15 or 20 different aspects of our society that we can look at differently, and we'll go through it. The new system is not the new video series is not going to be a live stream, but for people who leave comments on it, I will be responding to those comments, so it'll be live-ish. Um, and I am looking forward to doing the series, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you think about it. Okay, thank you for your time. And the live stream, the new video series will be in another week or two. So we will take a look at this together and see where we go. Okay, thanks a lot. And I will talk to you at another point.